Good to see you guys tonight. You have no idea, you do, how crazy it is behind the scenes and what it takes to actually do these shows. But the Tech Tuesday show is a big deal to folks. It's a big deal to us because we love hearing from you. We learn from you. You guys learn. The community learns. So that's why we make the effort to do these. And you guys saw yesterday, I shared with you raw footage from Corvettes at Carlisle. If you watched Sunday's show, yesterday's show was quite a different feel. Now you get an idea how the editing affects what you watch. The tempo, the flow, the transitions, the cut-ins, the sound effects. You heard none of that on yesterday's, just kind of raw. So that's why we do what we do. It takes a lot of time, but I really enjoy doing that. Sometimes it takes to the wee hours of the morning, but to me it's worth it. We're connecting, we're communicating, we're engaging, and we're having a blast because of this car and because of you guys. So thank you for joining us. And real quickly before we start tonight, we do have some questions and we got some beautiful rides coming up. And I was telling you off camera this morning, just really, I've been so busy trying to get ready for the NCM Anniversary, the Caravan, the 30th anniversary of the National Corvette Museum. And it's becoming overwhelming and just, to me, just really an honor that I'm gonna be there with you guys, but I have speaking time on Thursday. There's a big pavilion over by, so at least I'll have an audience even if you're standing in line for some food. It's right by the food court area at the NCM Motorsports Park. But having that time, you know, I love sharing your stories, your journeys, and that's essentially what I'm going to do on Thursday. I'm going to share my story, my journey with you guys. We're going to have some Q&A. I've got some prizes for you guys, so it's going to be a great time. Come see us at the NCM Motorsports Park. I'm going to be there all 3 days for the Caravan. And no, he's not going to be there. Dude, you know, it would be crowd control if you were there, man. I got that all over Carlisle's. Chuck coming, when are you going to get Chuck? I said, before he retires, I'll get him at one of these events.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was in my bed asleep.
I know. And he enjoys engaging with you guys as well.
Absolutely.
And I think if you got to one of these events, you would, I mean, it's what I do, and there's an intertwine of enthusiasm and business at the same time, and I just love it and feed off of it, and I can be out there every show with you guys.
Well, yeah, me
I think,
too. But
I think you would love it. I really
while
do.
you guys was partying at Carlisle, I was here working. Just saying.
Dude, at this point of our lives, there's got to be just a little bit more. There's work indirectly as a result of being at these shows.
This is true.
You know, but I think that people connect with you as well. You know, and I tell you guys off camera, he's just a good old boy, just a regular hillbilly, and just he just is. But he's real and he's raw.
Absolutely.
And he's got a lot of good character, and he's got a lot of knowledge. And that's why I enjoy having you here on the show, and people do too. So we're past all the intro stuff. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Come see me Thursday from 10:30 till 11:30. I think it's Pavilion A or something like that is where we're sitting. There's a big stage there, monitors and stuff like that. I don't have a video presentation, but we do have speakers and mics and good times talking Corvette with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. All right, it's Tech Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, Chuck. What do you got, man?
All right, this one comes from Dwight. It says, I have a 21 C8 HTC for 3 years on September 1st. I have 25,500 miles. And my oil condition is at 17%, transmission is at 45. My question is, do I need to have my transmission serviced before my 3-year, 36-mile warranty period ends to continue the validation of my transmission warranty or other parts warranty? Also, when should the DCT filter be changed again? It was replaced the first year. Well, at 25.5, you should have already had it replaced at 22.5.
Yeah, you're over.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to necessarily do it before September 1st. It don't have to be done directly on that day, just somewhere within that first 3-year period, regardless of what the monitored oil life monitoring says. It goes off of time, so.
Right, and you're seeing a lot of these now.
Yes.
His other question in regards to the transmission fluid flush. Can you believe it, guys? We're going into the 6th year of C8, and we're seeing used C8s that are 3 years old. You're getting them in on trade and have to do the transmission flush because it's not necessarily miles, as he said he's at 25.5. It's at 3 years, or I apologize, is it 40 or 45,000 miles, something like that, I forget.
Yeah, I think it's 45.
Yeah, so you're below
3
that.
Years.
Yeah, in 3 years. So you're at the 3-year mark, so you do have to flush that transmission fluid right now.
Right.
So that's important service to do too, to really help maintain that. And you'll see when you're doing that stuff that the car does drive and perform better. And at the end of the day, the money that we're spending on this cars, don't you want it to last longer? So just take care of it, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and all the vets had this maintenance program going on through GM, but it never really Some guys did it, some guys didn't. But it's been more prevalent with this C8 because of some of the issues that the cars have had.
Right.
That you want to really maintain this car.
I mean, folks wanted a DCT transmission forever in Corvette.
Right.
Some didn't even know what it was, but I just want that DCT. Everybody heard them talking about it because of Porsche. Well, you got it. Now you got to take care of it.
Yes.
All right. It's much
and
more
I know
technical.
it's kind of pricey, but it's pennies compared to a Porsche or a Lambo or any of the other supercars. So.
And I got to go out on a limb, and I just, just from what I'm seeing, in the 29 years I've been doing it, and the last 5 years of C8, I really think this is the best, provided all the stuff that we talk about sometimes is mind-numbing, but it really is, I think, our best Corvette that we've ever had. And you guys know it too. You go to the shows, your freaking C8s are everywhere, man. So I know you guys like the car too. Just got to take care of it. That's why we do Tech Tuesdays. Here's one from Tony Hines. He says, Rick, I'm new to the Corvette world. I got 2 questions. When should I do my first oil change? I told you, this is the topic of conversation. We're actually going to talk about this at the Caravan. You guys said I should, and obviously we should, and we will. I don't really have the miles recommended for an oil change, and so here, I don't know how many miles you have. You didn't say. If you don't have the miles, the first service is 7,500 or 2 years. Unless you have a 24, they've extended it to 3 years. At least do the oil change, as Chuck and I talk about constantly, once a year, regardless of miles. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Here's another good question.
And hold on,
okay,
make sure when you do that, they're only charging you for oil change and not claiming your first service.
Oh gosh, yes.
Because dealers out there do it, and then you go in and get your first service done. They went, we claimed that back when we did your oil change.
That's right.
No.
Now you're going to, I'm paying for the oil change only.
Correct.
Because the DCT canister and all that, it is quite expensive, so get the free one for sure, and don't have them screw you out of that.
Right.
Another good question says, will it void my warranty by putting on an aftermarket rear spoiler? I know you got to take the bumper off to change it. Good question. We talked about this many times before on aftermarket parts. Putting on a spoiler is not going to hurt anything, but the guy that puts the spoiler on, if he hits a sensor, breaks a wire, and there's a result of the spoiler install and not installed correctly, then yes, when you go to claim that under warranty, they're going to like, well, no, the guy put the thing on and he messed up the wiring harness or he broke the sensor. That's on him. That's when it's going to void your warranty. But putting a spoiler on, you do tons of those. It's not going to hurt. But good question.
Right.
Thank you.
Yep. Hi, this one comes from Raj. Says, Rick and Chuck, thanks for the endless knowledge and insight into the Corvette industry. My name is Raj. I'm from California. I have a 2023 HTC 3LT Rapid Blue baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, with the Twilight Blue interior, same as you, Rick.
Yeah.
It's not a freaking Z06, but I love it just the same.
Right.
My car, wait, my sophisticated computer on wheels seems to get a slight burning smell when using Z mode, which causes me not to use that mode not all that often. I currently have 7,400 miles on it and just completed my first oil change. And as many as stated in the vehicle, transmission is much smoother. Thanks for your time, Raj.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the Z mode is basically a track thing.
Right.
I mean, you can run it on the street in Z mode, but it puts everything in a performance stance.
Right.
So if you're just driving on the street, you might get some of that burning oil smell because you're not really using it correctly.
But why don't you tell them what you said before we did the show tonight? Here you go. Get ready.
Father Chuck come out.
Little Father Chuck for you. Get ready.
I read it and I went, well, just don't put it in Z mode. If I go to the doctor and say, Doc, it hurts when I do that, he's going to tell me, just don't do that.
There you go. Problem solved. Yeah. Yeah. Z mode is a performance mode. It's cool. People, it's the Z mode in the screen. That Z mode is like, wow. But you can customize that just like you can my mode. You can change, and if you have Z51 with magnetic ride control, you can actually preset your PTM performance traction management settings before you go on track. That's a great convenience for me now. The whole reason I traded my 21 for my 23. But you can set up also the steering feel, the accelerator feel, the exhaust sound, all the suspension feel. So check that out in your settings before you hit Z mode. And if it continues to do that, then don't do that. All right, Tech Tuesday. I'm starting to pick up a little bit of that Father Chuck on me. Tech Tuesday continues. Thank you so much. This comes from Harry from Jacksonville, Florida. I've been doing autocrossing and track day since 1989. That's fantastic news. I really enjoy your videos on the subject, and I appreciate that on Tech Tuesdays as well. And also, Rick, I really don't care what people say about the song at the end of your Tech Tuesday shows and beautiful rides. I love it. Thank you. It's not going away, so if you don't like it, don't watch. Just like you said, don't do that, don't watch.
Yeah.
It's a staple house on the channel. It's just a feel-good way we like to end the shows. Because we got an E-Ray due to arrive any day as soon as they ship the darn thing. Yeah, they've been delayed. Question on break-in. Is it 1,500 miles for tracking, or could it be autocrossed after 500 miles? I appreciate your advice. Remember, your break-in, especially E-Ray, because you got ceramic brakes, is really 3-stage. 200 miles is for the brake linings, and those require almost a burnishing of the brakes. I'm noticing ceramic brakes when they're brand new that you push them down and you got it's like, whoa, hey man, are you gonna stop the darn thing? I mean, you really got to break those brakes in properly. That's the first break-in at 200 miles. 500 miles is the initial break-in, no cruise control, no red line. Then the tracking, so no to your answer. You cannot, your question rather, you cannot do that at 500 miles. Your performance driving on any car, Stingray, Z06, E-Ray, is after 1,500 miles, all right? So get out there and enjoy it and send us some videos or something. I'd love to share that as well.
All right, this one comes from Jeff. It says, hello, I hope all is well. I have a question for Tech Tuesday on my 22 C8. Can you or Master Technician Chuck give me guidance on headlights getting moisture in them after driving? Picture attached. This is after driving and stopping several times. Then after it sits for a while, the moisture appears. It does evaporate in less than an hour. This is not due to washing it or rain. I've never driven it in rain. I know. It's a garage queen. I should drive it more. LOL. Already replaced the headlights for the same reason a year ago. My question is, should I have them done again? I know it's pretty labor intensive. Will the moisture affect the longevity of the headlights? I just don't want to do it again and the same thing happens. Your input is appreciated. Keep up the great work and the best Corvette channel on YouTube, being straightforward and information with great flair and a sense of humor. Yeah, I mean, you can have them done again. It's possible it'll happen again. Like I said,
Right.
they put an anti-fog inside these headlights to try to prevent that from happening, but we've been seeing that the anti-fog stuff's coming, appearing to be moisture and then going away, so.
We've had a couple of those. I mean, not many. We've had quite a few on Tech Tuesday from you guys out there, but I think you've seen just a handful, maybe, over 5 years. I mean, you know, so the two cars I had never had that issue, so I don't know what it is and the manner in which people are driving. It's just kind of a random thing, but
sure.
I guess that's why you got a warranty. All right, man. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck to you. It's an inconvenience for them, but
sure.
I mean, if it
is labor intensive, you are correct.
Right. So I mean, if it bothers you that much, I guess use that warranty to your benefit. Go back in there, and make them change it out again. Here's one from it's my friend and our customer, Steve from Kansas. Rick and Chuck, I've always loved your Tech Tuesdays, informative, and yet the chemistry between you two makes it so much fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. My 24 HTC, I'm switching back and forth. He's got a convertible, HTC, obviously. I'm switching back and forth from the black engine cover that comes from the factory to the Paragon red carbon fiber. I want everything clean before I go to my next event. My question is, can I drive it a mile with the factory cover off as I get the motor clean? Well, yeah, you can. I mean, the convertible, yes, you can. A mile, you're not going to hurt anything. Remember, the coupe doesn't have a cover on it at all. It's driven around like that every day. So, yeah, you're not going to have a problem.
I suggest driving it with the top up that mile.
Yeah.
Hey, just putting it out there.
Whatever, man. Hang on a second.
This one comes from Steven. Says, hi, Rick and Chuck. Love Tech Tuesday. You guys are awesome. I just read it on Corvette forum. Someone had the rear glass replaced due to the defrost grid, had a gap in the connectivity. After replacing the rear window, the HTC was inoperable. The tech had to manually close the top and rear window to index the side windows, and everything worked again. He probably manually closed the top, and I actually had a brand new, I think it was a Z06 come in. You know, I always check the tops and make sure they work.
Yeah, you always cycle them.
Yeah, and as it was going down, it went down cockeyed. And once it did that, it throwed the timing off everything. So I had to go get Nate. Nate and I had to, because they're motor driven now, you have to have someone on each side of the vehicle so that you're doing it evenly. We pushed it all the way down, and then manually we lifted it all the way back, one guy on each side. And it's strong because you're moving motors. So it took some time to get it. You can't manhandle it. You just got to slowly bring it back up. And once we did that, it didn't latch, but we got it back in sync, and then everything worked well.
Wow.
But yeah.
Because that was part of the question. Can you manually move that tonneau cover?
One guy on each side.
One guy on each side. And
Same
the
way with the
re-indexing of the
top.
windows is important too, because if you
Sure.
have a disconnection of the battery or power
gets
loss,
weak.
yeah, you got to do that or the top won't operate properly. So
Correct.
indexing the windows, car running, take your window buttons and pull them up. Let the windows come up, and as they come up, you keep holding those buttons up for about 10 seconds, I say. And then do the same thing, push them down. Let the windows go down, but keep your fingers depressed on the window buttons, have them come down, and then put them back up, open the door. If the window goes down like that, then you've re-indexed them, and
Sure.
they're fine, everything's communicating properly. So that's essential, but he had to do first, but then you had the little hiccup there.
Well, yeah.
On the top.
I mean, like I said, you can there is nothing, like I said, that you can, there's nothing you can put a socket on or something and operate them manually. You just have to get one guy on each side and carefully move the top.
You know, that's my biggest fear, and I hope to hell, knock on wood, I haven't jinxed myself, is having that convertible top get stuck somewhere and no ability to get it back up or down or whatever the case may be. It's like I miss the days that we had on Corvette. You'd reach behind the waterfall and you'd pull the cable. At least you could manually get the thing up, and like an accordion, at least put the top up and protect it
Right.
somehow, some way. Not that ability on C8, so that's something that we hope they rethink, and maybe they already thought about it and said, too bad this is what it is. But yeah, just
Well, there's not a whole lot of room back there to put anything.
well, no,
so.
this is true. This is true. Great time again tonight. We've talked about a lot of things. Check out our previous Tech Tuesday links. I think a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the new transmission casing on the 24s again. That's a great conversation. Even just, I can't believe the emails and the text I got over the button on the center glove box. And what a hassle. I thought he was joking. At the 20 pages to take out everything to get to that freaking button. Check
Yeah.
out that link in the comments, you guys. And before you go, I want you to check these out. What are they, Chuck?
Your beautiful rides.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you Thursday at the National Corvette Museum over on the track side for our display, speaking at 10:30, some prizes, and then we'll answer some of your questions as well.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one. And I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you